So what I want to do is continue where we were in our video last time, which was kind of breathing and pelvic control. But what we're going to do is start with another little exercise on being able to control the internal, external oblique, and actually core control. And then from there we're going to advance on to some kneeling exercises and hopefully standing. So before we go any longer, I want to start with an exercise where you lay on your back, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to bring up one knee. And with everything that we've talked about in the past, with the back being neutral, we're going to play around with an exercise where you bring the leg down, keeping the neck relaxed, and back up. And what we're trying to avoid is this hip to come up from the weight of this leg. So what I'm going to show you is basically that leg comes down and back up. I'm trying not to have any movement here in this hip, these hips, specifically this one. So I'll show you what we don't want, is that hip coming up. If you are able to master this particular exercise, you want to eventually bring the leg out, back in, bring the leg up, back down, out, back up. And then you want to do the other side. So basically you're doing this side, and you're trying not to let that leg dictate and move this hip. So it's going to look like this. Out, back up, in, out, back up. The goal is to find out if there's one side more or less control, and what you're going to try to do is basically do 5 on each side. The side that's more difficult, you do another 5, and you basically focus on honing in on your core and just feeling where you may be more tense or loss of control. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I want you to just play around with try that. And that's pretty much it with that exercise.